see, who are we? The Commanders. Commanders.
Happy Saturday as you enjoy your leftovers, spend time with family, friends, and loved ones. Thank you once again for being here on November 29th. 2025 is November. It's almost over as we head into December, the final month of 2025, alongside one half of the Founding Fathers, fresh off of a bye week where he couldn't lose. It is the one and only Commanderlorain, the voice of reason, the captain of the goofy ship, Crevonte, baby. And he's still getting to the yams. What's up, my guy?
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand
Jam. Oh, jam. Stupid. Just stupid. Well, now that's goofy.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of that. Definitely a whole lot of that, man. But happy. Hope everybody had a great happy Thanksgiving. How was yours, man?
It was good. It was good. Still got some leftovers, so we good. We good. We good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same, man. Good time to get away. You know what I'm saying? Chill with some fam, watch some football, and the underdogs were barking on Thanksgiving. Well, shoot, the underdogs was barking yesterday too. So yeah, this is the underdog Thanksgiving thus far. But yeah, it was coming off the bye week. Couldn't lose, right? So it gotta be a good thing.
All right, Crevonte, another prime time game, this time on Sunday Night Football. But your reward, the guy you've been talking trash about, the coach you was sliding last year, calling him goofy with Russell Wilson, looking to
Yep.
win their ninth straight game, the 9-2 Denver Broncos coming to DC, horses and all.
Oh man, they about to kill us, man. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because the craziest thing about it, the two names that you mentioned, is not the scariest thing about this team. Their defense is, I'm not going to be absurd and say greatest ever, but they're knocking on some really legendary doorsteps with some stats that they're putting up as far as like how they're getting after the how they're getting after the passer. Like they're leading the league in sacks and they're hunting down the Chicago Bears, the 85 Bears, with the all-time sack record as a team. So the Denver Broncos are very scary defensively. And then on top of that, they didn't have guys like Bo Nix who comes and goes, and Sean Payton is still the offensive guru. So they're going to figure it out.
I have 43.5 over under.
So because the Broncos don't light up the scoreboard necessarily on the offensive side of the ball, I can see why that's kind of low. But I can see why it's a low scoring game because neither of these teams put up a bunch of points. And on top of that, the Broncos have arguably, if not the best defense in the league. So 43 is probably right about where it should be.
Well, Crevonte, the Commanders and Broncos have met 16 times, including one postseason game. It's 8-8. 8 for the Commanders, 8 for the Broncos. Last meeting in 2023, the Commanders beat the Broncos 35-33 in Denver.
Huh. Dang, what was going on? It's 2023. No, that was Russell Wilson's one of his last games.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that was like week 2. I think that was like that was early in that year too. Because it started to unravel after that.
To say the least.
Yeah. I think we probably only had 2. That might have been our last win that year.
Wow.
Because I think we only had 2 or 3 wins because we had the second overall pick in 24. And that's how we got Jaden. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been our last win of that year. And if not, we only had one more after that, which is crazy because I remember that. Hold on, bro. I can't hear you.
Defensive Player of the Year, PS2, Patrick Surtain is on track to return just in time to, add a little holiday misery to you. Pat Bryant, Jonathan Cooper, outside linebacker, who's fantastic. Like you mentioned, Alex Singleton. I'm gonna pull it up for you to take a look, but they got a lot of guys, Crevonte, who can get after the quarterback too.
And I think they is if PS2 is on the field, this is a totally different defense. Because when you got a guy that you can stick on the island and that could take out any team's opposing, number one receiver, that completely changes how the defenses are called. Is Vance Joseph still over there?
He's the DC. Yes, the DC.
Yeah. So it completely changes how Coach Joseph calls defenses, because he get exotic, defenses and things like that, because he's cool on the back end, because guys like PS2 is in the secondary. Now that he's back, I'll be honest with you, I thought either way we would lose, but now I think we're definitely probably lose, because I don't know who he's checking. Like I don't even know if Terry McLaurin is playing or not, but we only really have a legit number one for him to check. So I don't know what's going to be going on. But that defense,
and they're going to be rocking the
absolutely crazy.
orange.
Oh man,
I said they're going to be rocking the orange, the all orange, a lot of orange in DC.
Orange crushes for all of us.
We got some roster moves for the Commanders. Let's go to those real quick. Just coming through 20 minutes ago, Crevonte. So they just came through. So I'll get your immediate reaction to those. Let me get these up on the screen and we'll look at them together. Let me see. So real quick, Will Harris from the reserve injured list, removed him from the injury report. Signed long snapper Zach Trenner, elevated Zach Trenner and defensive end TJ from the practice squad, and Ja'Cory Brooks on the practice squad injured list.
I'm excited that Will Harris is back, because he's one of the few guys that can cover on the back end outside Amos. But Amos I think he's out for the season, so that kind of sucks. But from the safety position, Will Harris was really helpful in coverage, especially like covering tight ends and things like that. So it's good to see he's back, but it's still very much uphill battle. But I'm glad to see he's back.
And then Crevonte, real quick before we got online, Tavita Pritchard, the quarterback coach, going to Stanford. Talk a little bit about that loss for the Commanders potentially as well, and maybe the impact it could have on JD5.
Oh man, little known fact. People have been calling about him. People have definitely been calling about him, and Commanders have been. I guess they ran out of blocks because he's been like low key, like a hot commodity, So I knew we wasn't able to keep him too much longer. And honestly, if Cliff Kingsbury ain't fall out the sky like he did, he had a shot to be, the offensive coordinator for the team. But smart guy, very talented, works well with the quarterbacks. I believe he's going to do great things alongside Andrew Luck and at Stanford. But great guy. Hate to lose him. And it may set JD5 back a little bit, because I don't know who's taking the QB, the quarterback's coach spot. So he may take a take a step back, especially with the injuries.
Well, Crevonte, speaking of injuries, Terry McLaurin is going to be active. We got to confirm from head coach Quinn. He's active for Sunday night.
Because at this point, he's still the money. At this point. Yeah, so he got to get out there and play, because at this point, you still the money. But okay, so that is who PS2 will be guarding. RG3 as the quarterback coach. Ew, yuck. So okay, that's good. Terry McLaurin's playing.
All right, Crevonte. Cool. Yeah, you go. JD5 is out, and also Noah Brown. Anything else?
Let's see. Full. We got a lot of fulls. That's good. Friday. So of course, Jane. First of all, Drake came to us hurt. I don't know what the idea was behind him. But Noah Brown's been hurt all year. JD5, okay. I think Will Harris is going to play. He was pretty much full go all this week. I think he's going to play. And pretty much it looks like everybody's a go. So I'm interested to see how Terry McLaurin comes back. And the Friday, I don't know if that was a rest. I don't know. Well, he had a rest day on. He probably would have had a rest day on Wednesday, but I don't know what the DNP for Friday is about. But he should be. He's a go. But yeah, it looks like everybody's pretty much good to go outside of the regulars who we already knew wasn't playing.
And I think we captains for the game. They are go captains for week 13. Let's get your thoughts on it, Crevonte.
Oh man, John Bates, Bobby Wag, Tress Way. Yeah. Those are some staples in our defense. John Bates is he's so key in the running game. He gets overlooked a lot, but what John Bates does in the running game is, top tier. Bobby Wagner, great with run stuffing, but not much to write home about in the passing game, but he's great at tackling and stopping the run. And of course, Tress Way, I mean, he's been our saving grace during the darkest of days. You know what I'm saying? During the Snyder era, Tress Way was still very consistent. So those are some good captains right here.
And the Super Bowl era threads coming back again. How you feel about those?
Oh, the white?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Yo, let's go. I like it. Listen, at least let's look good. Even though, the product ain't all that. Let's at least look good. So I'm cool with it.
All right, Crevonte, to look good, a win would sure help. What are the keys to get that win on Sunday night and shock the world and end this Broncos 8-game winning streak?
Shock the world. Here you go. Shock the world. Listen, man, the world don't need no more shockers right about now, okay? So we talked about the defense of the Broncos and what they present, the task, the uphill battle that they present. With Patrick Surtain coming back, it makes them a juggernaut pretty much. So number one, protect Marcus Mariota. I don't know how much they average, but I'd say they average a handful of sacks a game. Maybe not 5, but they got quite a few sacks. And they really know how to get off the pass rusher. So being able to protect Marcus Mariota is number one. Next, we can't let Bo Nix create. Make him stay. We gotta make him want to stay in the pocket and make him turn him into strictly a passer. Because if he gets his feet going, he becomes dynamic. And now, oh gosh, here he goes again. Keep him in the pocket, turn him into strictly a throw of the football. If he runs, we're going to be in trouble. We can need some guys on the outside to make some plays, man. I'm glad Terry McLaurin is back. So now Marcus Mariota has a legit weapon on the outside. But we need guys on the outside to make plays, because otherwise, this defense is going to hound us, literally and figuratively. So we have to be able to keep them honest one way or another. No turnovers. I just talked about how good this defense is and how many sacks they generate, how much pressure they generate. We can't couple that with turning the ball over. We need every possession that we're going to get, and turn the ball over is giving Bo Nix an extra possession to put up more points on us. So yeah, we can't turn the ball over. Let me go right back real quick. Shit, that might be all I got, man. Of course. We talked about Tress Way being a team captain. Of course, special teams, um, along with no turnovers. We need special teams to maybe make a play or two, just so because we're going to need some assistance. The Broncos defense is top tier, so we may have to find other means of scoring. So maybe that's a punt return, a kick return, or the special teams defense forcing a turnover. I don't know. But and Tress Way, being able to, flip the field 50, 55 yards will help as well. But yeah, man. Sure, that's about it, man.
Well, Crevonte, I have to look at these numbers. I got the numbers for you about the Broncos defense. They're currently 9-2, so they're second in the AFC because the Patriots played one more game. So it looks like it's going to come down between the Patriots and the Broncos of who the number one seed is. But 4.4 yards of play, only 9 passing touchdowns, 28.9% on third down, 35.7% in the red zone, 49 sacks, 95 quarterback hits. The record for sacks in the season is the 84 Bears with 72. So I don't know if they're going to get that high, but they're going to get probably in the 60-plus range at least.
Yeah, they could probably get in the 60s. 72. Woo, them boys crazy. 72, Jesus.
And then 7 wins and 1-score games, most tied with the Eagles, who, they got their own problems, but they've won a lot of 1-score games. They actually beat the Eagles. 257 points scored through week 11, most by the team since 2014 with 293. And there you go. 43.5 over under for Sunday. So that defense, man, how far you think they could go potentially? I know you're not the biggest Bo Nix fan, but with the defense like that, I mean, maybe getting home field, going to Denver is never easy, especially in the cold in January.
No, absolutely. I just feel like that's going to be a lot on Bo Nix the deeper they go into the playoffs. But with that defense, man, you can go all the way because there's a couple things that travel well. Defenses and, a running game. And, with that type of defense and the type of pressure that they force, they can go. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an AFC championship game in Denver. I'll say that.
And you think they win the AFC West? Because now looking at the Chiefs now 6-6, you think they win the AFC West? Okay.
Yeah. I think with the Chiefs losing on Thanksgiving, I think, coupled with them beating us, I think they pretty much locked up the AFC West.
Yeah, 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. Unfortunately, we won't get to see Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix go head-to-head, the two quarterbacks from that draft either, but Bo Nix is having a really solid season. Like, they see the fourth-quarter comebacks. And the Broncos have the Commanders, Raiders, Packers, Jaguars, Broncos, or Chiefs, Chargers. So they don't have an easy stretch of games down the stretch. So they may fall a little bit as well.
How many wins they have now?
They're 9-2. So Commanders, Raiders, Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers. So that last 4 is tough, man.
I think as long as they get to 12, they find a way to get to 12, I think they'll be all right. Okay. What's the Chargers record?
Chargers are currently what? 7-3, I think. Yeah, I think 7-3.
Yeah. So okay. So that last game of the season is against the Chargers.
Yes.
So that
7-4. 7-4. Sorry. 7-4.
Okay. So that game probably be very important for the Chargers, depending on where the Broncos are. I don't know if they would have locked up by then, but
well, listen to the Chargers, Crevonte. They have the Raiders tomorrow, but Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos.
Yikes.
Remember, both of their tackles out for the year as well. You know that. Yeah. We know that.
I'm gonna go with Broncos to lock this division up, man. I definitely wouldn't have said that at the beginning of the year, but yeah, this week of Thanksgiving, yeah, Broncos are probably going to lock this up. So I feel comfortable saying that.
How you see this game playing out, Crevonte, and your prediction if you got a score as well, my guy?
I'm thinking it's going. I think they're going to swarm us, man. I don't think it's really going to be close. I think they're going to beat us by a couple scores. I'm thinking maybe 27-13 Broncos.
Okay. Are you done with the primetime games this year?
Oh my gosh, been done with it. Oh my gosh, over it, done with it. Whew. Yeah, man. It's too much just to put that product, on display, and it's just so bad. I understand what the thought process was, but they should have had an escape door if something like this was to happen.
All right, Crevonte, let's quickly go around the league and take a look at things you're looking for week 13. We had 3 games on Thursday and a game on Friday. So already to the weekend. Packers over the Lions 31-24. I just had a feeling the Packers was going to win, and they pulled it out. Micah Parsons and that defense looked dominant, and Jordan Love playing up to the standard he needs to play to.
Absolutely. He has to continue to play to that standard because that's how it's going to be. The deeper he gets to the playoffs, the competition gets tougher. But as long as he finds a way to not turn the ball over, the Packers can go as far as he takes them.
They got the Bears next, by the way. Bears-Packers next week.
Woo!
I think it's in Green Bay. I think they got 2 games left, too. One in Green Bay, one in Chicago.
Woo! So, they haven't played at all this year?
Nope.
Perfect. That's going to be cool. Yeah. And the Lions,
they got Dallas this week, Crevonte. I think that's on Thursday. They got Dallas. So that could be a playoff game. Loser could be out.
Wow. Sheesh. It's getting crazy now. Definitely getting crazy. The Lions might be Campbell getting too much of the biting the kneecaps, man. Just making some questionable calls out there, man. Just unnecessary, putting his team in an unnecessary, bind. But yeah, the Lions are not don't seem as good as they did, in certain spots during the year, but they had some offensive line issues. And also, I don't know if you heard, the Frank Ragnow is not coming back this year because he failed the physical. Go figure.
There you go.
So no relief coming for the Lions. So yeah, there goes that. And also with Jared Goff with him being a statue and not being as mobile, your offensive line needs to be top tier.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown doesn't hurt either, going down with an ankle injury.
Yes.
Could be out for a little while.
Yeah. So that doesn't help either.
All right, Crevonte, I picked the Cowboys. It looked crazy early on. The game lived up to the hype. Boy, picking CeeDee Lamb, Dak, and that defense has come back to life. And they even made Mahomes look a little normal as they fall to 6-6. And the Cowboys still a little bit alive.
Man, the Cowboys are, and this is why the Cowboys continue to be the highly rated team, the highly watched, highly viewed, because it's like they're never out of it. And with the Cowboys involved, folks are going to come watch. And with the Chiefs and against Patrick Mahomes, it's like you get the best of both worlds for that, that 4 o'clock, window. I'll be honest with you, man. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs offense does not look the same. I'm not sure. I can't quite put my finger on what's going on, but it looks like they're slowly declining before our very eyes. They're not making the plays that we're accustomed to them normally making, those game-winning plays that we're accustomed to them making. They're not making them. And all those one-score games that they won in years past, they're losing all of those one-score games now. So now, dare I say, the Chiefs they may not make the playoffs this year. Like that's what they're looking at, because I think the division's out of reach now. So now we're talking about a wild card. Shoot, they got teams like the Jaguars that's ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy enough. So, but the Cowboys did the thing. They held on, and they found a way to win, and they're actually winning at home, which is different because usually folks go to Dallas to show out, but home field is legit home field now. But Dak Prescott, he's gonna have the numbers. He's going to have the numbers, and George Pickens, Jerry Jones got to pay him, right?
Got to. Or if anything, they can franchise him.
Ugh, yikes. Okay, I guess.
I think they'll find a way. Like with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, they'll find a way. Real quick for the Chiefs, Crevonte, I know you asked. Texans after this week. Remember, the Texans have the Colts this week, and the Texans and the Colts play twice as well down the stretch, so they haven't played yet. So Chiefs have Texans, Chargers. That could be an elimination game. Titans, Broncos, Raiders. So Chiefs gotta probably win out.
Yeah. I thought
to get to 10.
Because last week when they played the Colts, I felt like that was a must win. But if I felt like that was a must win, I feel like the rest of the games are must win because they're in a corner. You know what I'm saying? They're in between a rock and a hard place right now. So they have to win out. They lose another game, I don't think they could get in at what they 6-6.
Yeah, 6-6.
I don't think 10 wins not enough. I don't think 10 wins is enough.
And the Jaguars have the tiebreaker over them because they beat them as well.
Snap, you're right. First of all, they don't have the tiebreaker over a lot of the people that's in front of them.
Yeah.
And shit, luckily, the Colts may be too far out of reach, but they did beat the Colts. But I don't think that's not going to matter because the Colts are fighting for a top seed. So I don't think they got to worry about that. They got to worry about the damn Broncos. And
Cowboys have the Lions, like I mentioned, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, and Giants. So if they can beat the Lions, it's going to be interesting for the Cowboys.
They might be able to backdoor into the playoffs. Ain't that crazy?
With that tie, too. Don't forget.
Well, I guess, they ain't got to worry about no tiebreakers then, right?
Exactly. Sunday night, Crevonte. Nobody beats the Baltimore Ravens like the Baltimore Ravens.
My gosh, man.
And Joe Burrow's back, by the way. If he never got hurt, Crevonte, they might be running away with this division. Even with that defense.
Bro, it's the craziest thing because I feel like we all predicted that their season would go just like this. And it almost mirrors last season. Come back at the end. Oh, no, they go 9-8 and they just missed the playoffs. Now it's like, they got a shot. Like, even as bad as, and maybe the defense is playing a little bit better because they're playing like inspired now. But Joe Burrow just makes so much of a difference. That's the difference of a franchise quarterback, man. And nothing against Flacco, but Joe Burrow is a difference maker. I just didn't think he would come in first game back on the road and do what he did. I did not think that was I didn't think that was feasible. So that's why I went with the Ravens. But God damn, you ain't lying. The Ravens, nobody beats the Ravens like the Ravens. My gosh.
Now they 6-6, but they lost to the Chiefs and they've lost to the Texans. So they kind of got to win the division probably. They got the Steelers twice. They got to go back to Cincinnati as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Shoot, man. You lost at home, so you got to return the favor. But the Bengals, oh my gosh, things have just gotten so much more interesting in the AFC with Joe Burrow coming back.
I feel like they may keep their coach. I know you think Zach Taylor may get fired, but I think they may keep one more year.
What's their record?
They are 4-8, but they got a very easy schedule. I think they have the Browns, the Dolphins, the Ravens again. They got some easy schedules. They could probably get eight wins, around 8 wins.
Yeah. Especially if they went out. Yeah, I think that might save his job.
They got the Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. So they're gonna get at least about 3 or 4 wins.
Well, shoot, if he stays, then that's a better chance of Cliff Kingsbury staying with us.
There you go. All right. And Friday, Crevonte, we all picked the Bears. I think we all was on the Bears.
We did. This was my first win because I went 0 on Thanksgiving. God damn. This was my worst Thanksgiving ever.
Went 3-1, 1-2-1 on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Bears 9-3, beating the Eagles, man. The Eagles can't get right.
I don't know where to start. I mean, I guess I'll start with the offense for the Eagles. Folks have been, I've been hearing like rumbles that like things are a little uneasy in Philadelphia, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The offensive coordinator duties, his play calling duties have been taken by the the head coach, and basically saying like their offense is like too vanilla, man. There's no creativity, there's no pizzazz, there's no explosiveness. And they just go on big droughts, long droughts. And that just happens at random points throughout the game. In that Cowboys game where the Cowboys came back and won, the whole second half, they did absolutely nothing. And to come back home and lose to the Bears, who are red hot right now, but this was one of those games where it's like, who's the real team for real? You know what I'm saying? And the Bears was like, and it was like the Eagles kind of could look like frauds and the Bears could look like frauds because of their schedules, but the Bears being the Eagles is kind of big time. And dare I say the Bears, there's another team that I did not think was going to be in the position that they're in. The Bears are number 1 in the NFC North. My heavens. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, the marriage seems to be working. And that is scary for the North.
All right, Crevonte, anything you're looking forward to the rest of week 13? It's going to be a snowstorm apparently in Cleveland, by the way. Maybe the Browns, maybe put the Niners on upset alert, maybe. I don't know. Myles Garrett and Trent Williams. I just want to watch that all day.
Possibly. Is it still at 5.5?
It is still at 5.5, brother.
5.5 is no man's land, man. I think it go either way. Because again, the Browns play amazing at home, and Shador has got to go ahead yet again for QB1. Listen, I would not be surprised if the Browns pull this off. Texans Colts. Here it is. Texans Colt right there. That's gonna be a game. That's gonna be a game to look forward to. And the AFC South. Don't they play again in like a couple weeks?
They play twice. Yep. Got 2 games.
All right. So the Texans need. Yeah, so the Texans need this win. But that's gonna be a good game to watch. The Texans defense is playing lights out as well. CJ Stroud seemed like he's still in protocol. Is that what's going on with that?
He's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
he's in protocol for like a month.
Yeah. CJ Stroud should be back.
Dolphins snooze. Okay.
Anything else, Crevonte, this week?
No, that's pretty much it. Who the Rams playing?
Panthers.
Ew. Yikes.
I got brother thoughts will be there, by the way, in Carolina.
Nice. Vikings.
Bill Steelers, maybe.
Bill Steelers has some playoff implications with that. Nobody's locked up anything, and the Steelers. Hey man, listen. I thought the Ravens were going to walk down the Steelers and then zoom past them, but they just caught up to them, and now they're walking at the same pace. So it's like the Steelers still have a shot at this division as well. And the Bills have problems too. But it's so funny because the Bills have had the same problems that the Bills have had for the last couple years. They're too Josh Allen centric. They don't have no game changers, no playmakers on the outside since Stephon Diggs left. I don't know what Keon Coleman did to them people, but he been in the doghouse. I don't know what's going on. And the Bills defense, at least the run defense is not great. So I can see the Bills losing this game on the road.
All right, anything else, Crevonte? I think that's pretty much all we got for this week.
I think that's it. Oh, snooze fest for the Sunday night and Monday night. Jeez. Well, you know what? The Giants might be entertaining. The Giants have been playing some entertaining football. I do think the Patriots are going to still win, but the Giants have been playing some really good football. For them to be 2-10, they're playing some really good football.
All right, Crevonte, what the people need to do if they're watching us, and we'll be live on Sunday night at some point.
It's
Maybe early. Who knows?
we need to do the close game at halftime. That's what we need to do. So got our previews. Schedule's been kind of crazy. Holiday week. I'm glad we was able to finally get together. But check out our Commanders previews immediately after the game, and sometimes maybe towards the end of the game if it gets out of hand. I should have my Wi-Fi tomorrow, so I'll actually be doing it from my new spot as well. So y'all don't want to miss that. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. We love the engagement. And watch me as I stomach through the rest of the Commander season. And the Ohio State.
I was gonna say the Ohio State wins. They got it done. No surprise there though. Big Ten championship game against Indiana. That should be fun.
Yep, it's happening. I can't believe I'm slightly concerned. Usually in previous years I wouldn't be, because like Indiana football, usually those two things don't go together. But Indiana looks dangerous. So I'm slightly concerned. I'm still gonna go with the Ohio State, but Indiana is nothing to overlook. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one though.
As we head closer to the college football playoff, second year of the 12-team format, should be a fun one. Crazy year, I'm sure, as the rest of the season plays out in conference championship games next week. One half of the founding fathers, voice of reason, captain of the goofy ship, the Commanderlorain, Crevonte, baby. Throw your ones up and acknowledge us. Only place giving you sports, Crevonte, how you want it?
When you need it.
And Commanders content as well. Appreciate your brother, Crevonte. He's moving on up, and he'll be moving along with the Commanders as well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. We'll be back tonight for Survivor Series. John Cena's final PLE from San Diego and War Games matches. So double cage, double ring, Crevonte. So maximum carnage in the world of wrestling tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for the post-game show, and we'll see you tonight for Survivor Series. For Crevonte and everybody in the chat, Alex, appreciate you, brother. See you checking in. We gone. Hit the thumbs up. Watching on X, come on over to YouTube. Hit those super chats. And as always, vote on that poll. Comment down below. And we'll see you tonight for Survivor Series and tomorrow after Commanders and Broncos. Peace.